Heat waves in plants. So what's the problem? Well, for some plants, they will absolutely love it. Tropical plants, for example, do love the heat to really get going, but for other plants, they really just don't like it. So what am I going to do typically for the plants that really just don't like the heat? Really, we want to make sure that that soil doesn't get a chance to fully dry out. Now, of course, when the weather is getting warmer and warmer and warmer, and we've not got sort of any supplemental rain coming in, that soil can really dry out quickly, and especially for plants in pots, again, this can be quite an issue when it comes to sort of heat spells. So what we want to do with this, typically when it comes to heat and plants, generally what we want to do is make sure that when watering, for example, we want to be sort of out in the morning as much as we can, watering kind of before the heat sets in, and really deep watering. And what I mean by that is essentially watering perhaps maybe 2 to 3 times more than you typically would on your average water throughout the year. Really getting that water deep down into the soil so the plant can use that moisture when the top of the soil starts drying out much quicker in the heat. Now, one way that we can stop the moisture from leaving the soil is to use things like mulches. Now these can be really, really good and beneficial for plants as well on other means, but when it comes to the heat, that can help trap that moisture in, again stopping those roots from drying out or the plant from drying out. Now typically with plants, when they're very warm and they have a lack of water, that's when you'll see signs of deterioration or even kind of shrinking and shriveling quite quickly, and that can happen over a matter of sort of hours to days. So something that can happen very quickly when it's hot. Now, of course, one thing we do want to avoid doing during any sort of heat really is to do any sort of heavy pruning, transplanting of plants, as again, this can really be detrimental to the plant. We really don't want to put it in a state of stress before coming into a heat wave. One area to be mindful of is when you are watering, and if you don't have the option to water in the morning and you perhaps come home late from work, you can water in the evening time. One thing I'd always do is to check the temperature of the hose itself, so the actual water in the hose when you first turn it on, as that may have been really heating up throughout the day, acting a bit of kind of solar trap. And then when you first spray that out, if you were spraying sort of nearly boiling water onto plants, this can really cause a problem. So definitely a mistake I have made. So generally I'll let the water run for a couple minutes, not on plants, before you move it to any sort of plants at all. Now, of course, when we are having those full sun days, not a cloud in the sky, of course we do want to avoid getting any sort of moisture onto the leaves themselves or water onto the leaves themselves. Of course, it's raining, we can't help this, but the water will act as a magnifying glass, and typically earlier on in the year, like we are now in May, a lot of new growth is coming out on plants, and that's very tender growth, and we want to avoid sort of any leaf damage or burning through the fact of, again, that water droplets acting like a magnifying glass on the fronds or leaves themselves. Now, particular plants will have higher moisture requirements, such as your tree ferns, ones that I definitely love and grow. These I will water many times throughout the day on the very high heat days. On average during the summer, I'm watering them at least once a day to twice a day, and I will boost this up, again avoiding any new growth or spraying water onto the fronds as well. And avoid any sort of use of nutrients or adding any kind of boosters, things like that. We don't want to stress the plants out into new growth during any heat times as well. But with that said, of course, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.